Every second is a seed. Some seeds grow into dreams. Some seeds rot into regrets. Which ones are you planting today with your time? This is not just another video about time management. This is not another recycled list of random productivity tips. This is your mirror today. A mirror that shows you why your life feels stuck, why your days keep slipping away, and why you are always running but never arriving. Every single day, the clock gives you 24 hours. That's 1,440 minutes. That's 86,400 seconds. And without noticing, you keep losing them. You scroll endlessly. You pause for nothing. You get distracted. You open your phone to check one thing, and an entire hour disappears. You start a task, then forget why you even started. You promise yourself just 5 more minutes, again and again, until the day is gone. But you are not lazy. You are not useless. You are not a failure. The truth is simple. You were never taught how to master time. School never explained it. Society never warned you. Now life is punishing you. And that is why this message is brutally urgent for you. In this video, I will give you 12 of the most powerful, brutally honest, life-changing time management truths you have ever heard. Not basic advice like wake up earlier or use a planner. I am talking about deep mindset shifts, practical systems, and mental rewiring methods. If you apply them, you will finally take back control of your day, your focus, and ultimately, the entire story of your life. And yes, this journey will also improve your English, because the best way to learn English is to use it to change your reality forever. So listen carefully, take notes, let every word hit your soul, because time is not just a tool. Time is your life, and once gone, never returns. This message will not only transform how you manage time, it will help you think in English, learn powerful ideas, and sharpen your listening. So, if you are truly ready to grow, to break the cycle, and to claim your future, then let us begin this journey right now. Tip 1. You don't manage time. You manage attention. Most people think their problem is time, but in reality, their true problem is focus. You say you don't have time to finish that course. You say you don't have time to go to the gym. You say you don't have time to learn English. But here is the truth. You always had the time. You just never protected it. You gave it away to reels, shorts, gossip, and distractions. Time is always present. You don't lose time. You lose focus. You can't control how many hours you receive, but you can control attention. And where your attention goes, your life follows. Imagine you are a company with a budget of $1,440 each day. That is your attention. Now let's say you give $200 to Instagram, $300 to mindless YouTube, $150 to checking your phone, $200 to worrying about pointless problems. You spend $100 talking about people who don't care about you, and suddenly, you are broke. You wasted your mental budget. Nothing is left. Your brain collapses. Not because you lack time, but because you wasted your attention like bad money. And most people live exactly this way. Every single day becomes bankruptcy. Realization moment. If you can master your attention, you can win any day. Focus is your true currency. Forget fancy apps. Forget expensive planners. Success begins the moment you decide clearly what deserves your attention and what does not. How do you apply this tip? Step 1. Track your attention for a full day. Write down exactly where every hour goes. No lies. Brutal honesty. Step 2. Identify the leaks. Ask yourself, where are you giving attention to things that give you nothing in return? List them without excuse. Step 3. Create focus hours. These are sacred hours when your phone is off, your room is silent, and your brain belongs to one task only. Step 4. Protect your energy. A tired mind will always chase distraction. Sleep well, eat clean, breathe deeply, and fuel your mental focus. Winners don't have more time than you. They simply allocate attention to the right things again and again. They say no to 99 things, so they can say yes to the one thing that truly matters. Attention is not how you use your day. Attention is how you construct your destiny. Tip 2. Clarity is your superpower. Let us be honest. People are rarely lazy, broken, or unmotivated. What they truly are is unclear. They wake up with confused goals, vague priorities, and a mind filled with 100 half-baked ideas pulling them in opposite directions. So what happens? They scroll their phone, they check Instagram, they snack, they bounce from one task to another, never finishing anything. Then the day ends, and guilt begins. Confusion is the enemy of execution. Clarity is the beginning of power. Without clarity, chaos rules. You can't manage your time if you don't even know what it is for. Imagine entering a grocery store without a list, budget, or recipe in mind. You grab chips, you grab juice, you wander for 45 minutes. When you reach home, you realize you forgot the one essential, the rice. That is how most people live their days. No clarity list, no clear mission, so they waste hours reacting to life instead of leading it. Without clarity, your brain panics. It avoids hard things. It hides behind fake productivity like answering emails or organizing files. Clarity is not just knowing what to do. It is knowing what not to do, what to do first, why it matters, and when you should walk away. How do you apply this second tip? Start with the end. Every morning, ask yourself clearly, what does success look like for me today? Not vague goals like work on project or study English. That is not clarity. Instead, say, write 2 slides or finish 30 minutes of listening. Use the one-sentence rule. If you can't explain your goal in a single sentence, you are not clear enough about your mission or outcome. Example, I want to work on my career. Too vague. Instead, say I will update my resume and apply to 2 jobs today. That is clarity. Choose 3 core tasks only, not 20. Don't let your to-do list become a graveyard of fake productivity. Pick the 3 that matter most. If everything feels important, nothing really is. So decide your top 3 priorities. Make them visible. Protect them like treasure each day. Set a daily North Star. One sentence that defines your mission today. Write it on a sticky note, wallpaper, or planner. Keep it close. Read it when your brain starts wandering. Don't begin action until you have clarity. This 5-minute check will save 5 hours of chaos. You wouldn't build a house without a blueprint. You wouldn't start a journey without a map. So why begin your day without clear direction? A house without a blueprint becomes a disaster. A journey without a map becomes a loop. A day without clarity becomes a wasted life. Clarity is power. Clarity is speed. Clarity is freedom. When your mind is clear, your actions cut sharp. You stop wasting time and energy. You stop second-guessing yourself. You stop starting things you never finish. You become a leader of your time, not a slave to distraction. If your life feels heavy, slow, or confusing, don't blame your discipline. Fix your clarity. The clearer you are, the more unstoppable you become. Tip 3. Break big work into small, clear steps. People don't procrastinate because they are lazy. They procrastinate because tasks feel huge. The mountain seems too tall. The destination feels too far. The brain freezes when it doesn't understand the path. Confusion creates delay. Imagine being told to build a car. No manual, no steps, no guidance. What happens? You panic. You doubt. You avoid even starting completely. But imagine the same task broken down into steps. Place the wheels, attach the base, fit the engine, connect the wiring, install the doors, paint the body. Suddenly, the impossible becomes simple. This is the power of breaking mountains into steps. The brain loves clarity always. Take a real goal. I need to learn English. Simple words, but a huge, undefined mountain. So you jump between apps, videos, and PDFs endlessly. You feel lost, distracted, and overwhelmed because you never broke the mountain into steps. The mountain remains blurry, intimidating, unclear. Now let us break it down. Step 1. Learn 5 new words today. Step 2. Use them in sentences. Step 3. Speak those sentences aloud. Step 4. Listen to 1 English story. Step 5. Write 1 paragraph with those new words. Step 6. Repeat tomorrow with 5 new words. Suddenly, the impossible task becomes a daily routine. The brain celebrates clarity. Clarity creates motion. Motion creates results. Results inspire motivation. Many people say, one day I will write a book, but they never do. Not because they can't, but because the mountain is undefined, too vague. What does write a book even mean? How many pages? How many chapters? What is the title? What is the structure? How many words per day? So the dream sits heavy in their mind. Big, distant, intimidating. And dreams never broken into steps always remain dreams forever. Not reality. How to apply this? Pick 1 big task. Study for a test. Start a business. Build a channel. Lose weight. Or clean your house completely. Now write the final outcome clearly. Ask, what does done look like? Not vague like get fit. Instead say, lose 5 kilograms in 60 days. Not vague like make videos. Instead say upload 4 videos in 30 days. Write it down. Break it into puzzle pieces like a recipe. Example, build a YouTube channel. Step 1, create name. Step 2, design banner. Step 3, write description. Step 4, choose topics. Step 5, script first video. Step 6, record. Step 7, edit. Step 8, upload. Step 9, share. Suddenly, you have a checklist. Assign deadlines. Don't just say I'll do it. Instead say I'll finish steps 1 to 3 today. Steps 4 to 6 tomorrow. Track progress visually. Put a check mark after each completed step. This gives your brain dopamine rewards. Progress fuels motivation instantly. Start small is not weakness. It is how empires are built. Apple didn't begin with the iPhone. Amazon didn't begin with billions. Start small. Everything big begins with small steps. If your task feels overwhelming, the problem isn't you. The problem is how the task is shaped mentally. Break it, slice it, simplify it. Take the first step. No matter how high the mountain, you climb it 1 clear step at a time. Tip 4. Keep reminding yourself what matters. Your brain is not a storage device. It is a survival machine. It forgets goals quickly. It remembers fears, cravings, regrets, and dopamine triggers. Even if you set goals in the morning, by 11 a.m., your brain forgets them. This is why people waste days, not because they don't care, but because they don't remind themselves of what matters right now consistently. Imagine walking through a massive airport. You are at gate A2, but your flight leaves from gate E44. You forget the gate number suddenly. You start walking, get distracted, grab coffee, enter the wrong terminal. Before you know it, you missed your flight entirely. Why? Forgetfulness? Life works exactly the same way. If you don't remind yourself every few hours, you'll get lost in fake urgency, gossip, and notifications. The harsh reality. You don't need more goals. You need more reminders of the ones you already have. Repetition beats intention every time. A goal written on January 1st is worthless if forgotten daily. You don't lose your dream in one moment. You lose it in thousands of distractions. How to apply this? Write your North Star each morning. Ask what is the most important thing today. Write it visibly on paper or phone. Set daily checkpoint. For example, 9 a.m., 1 p.m., 5 p.m. At each time, ask, am I doing what matters right now? Redirect if necessary. Create a lock screen reminder. Make your phone wallpaper say what matters. Seeing this 50 times daily will reprogram your subconscious mind. Use voice alarms. Record your own voice saying, "Don't waste this hour." Set it every 3 or 4 hours. Let your past self guide you. Don't trust memory. Trust systems. Your brain forgets. Systems remember. Build reminders outside your head with paper. Screens, alarms, or environment. Success is not remembering once. It is remembering again and again. People don't fail from ignorance. They fail from forgetting at critical moments. So don't just set a goal and walk away. Remind yourself repeatedly. Focus is not natural. It is a choice renewed again and again. Tip 5. Use your most active hours for high-value work. Because time without energy means nothing. Energy defines productivity, not hours. Most people waste their sharpest energy on meaningless tasks. They check news, reply to messages, scroll social media, and lose peak focus. By the time they begin important work, their brain is already tired, distracted, and stressed. They gave their best hours to empty things. Imagine your phone battery. At 9 a.m., it is fully charged. By 3 p.m., it drops to 20%. Which time should you use for work? Would you rather stream shows at 100% battery? Then try working at 20%. Or reverse it. Using power wisely. This is your brain. Every person has a natural rhythm. Some peak in the morning, others in the evening, but everyone has a focus window. That window is sacred. It is your most powerful weapon. You must protect it fiercely. It determines whether your work changes your life. How to apply this? Track your rhythm for 3 days. Note when you feel most alert, creative, and focused. That is your golden hour. Schedule your deep work during those peak hours. Study, write, practice English. Build your dreams. Do not waste this energy on small things. Create a no distraction zone. Turn off notifications. Block useless websites. Put your phone in another room. Tell people you are unavailable. Treat this sacred window like an appointment with your future self. Protect it as seriously as you would protect a job interview. Stack wins early in the day if possible. Begin with one deep win. Write 500 words. Finish an English listening session. Build momentum. Save low-energy tasks for low-energy hours. Emails, scheduling, cleaning can wait until later. Match tasks to energy, not just to time. Don't give your leftovers to your dreams. Don't build your future with the weakest hours of your day. Protect your peak. Honor your energy. When your energy aligns with effort, you don't just manage time, you dominate it. You create results with less stress, less resistance, more flow. Tip 6. The 2-minute rule. Start before your brain has a chance to stop you. This simple law will change your productivity forever. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. But even more powerful, if a task feels too big, start it for 2 minutes. Why? Because your brain hates effort. It resists discomfort. It wants safety, comfort, and routine. Delay makes starting feel heavier, harder, impossible. You walk past your messy bed, you think I'll fix it later. But the truth? It takes less than 2 minutes to fix. Same with washing a glass, replying to a short email, sending a yes or no text. Yet you delay. Scroll, Distract, avoid. Small delays become mental weight. That weight crushes energy. Every unfinished loop becomes silent guilt. Your brain grows heavy with invisible burdens. But imagine finishing every 2-minute task instantly. Clutter disappears, guilt vanishes, your mind becomes light, focused, free, energy flows again. Now apply it to big tasks. Writing a report, studying, recording, creating content, learning English. Feels heavy? Just start for 2 minutes. Open the file, write 1 sentence, listen for 1 minute, read 1 page, begin, and once you begin, momentum replaces hesitation immediately. You rarely stop after 2 minutes. You continue 10, 20, or more because action fuels energy. Beginning dissolves resistance. Starting is victory itself. How to apply this? Rule 1. If it takes under 2 minutes, finish it instantly. Don't think. Don't wait. Don't negotiate with your brain. Rule 2. For big tasks, use the 2-minute trick. Tell yourself, I'm not doing it all. Just 2 minutes. That's the on-ramp. Celebrate the start, not just the finish. Be proud the moment you begin, because starting is always the hardest part. Momentum carries you after. Use a timer. 2 minutes. Once it starts. Begin immediately. No delay, no warm-up. Train your brain that starting matters more than motivation. Every transformation begins with 2 minutes of courage. People wait for mood, plan, or permission, but nothing beats this. Start right now, messy or small. Tip 7. Win the week, not just the day. Everyone tells you win the day, 1 day at a time. But reality is more brutal. 1 good day changes nothing. 1 powerful week, repeated consistently, changes everything. Progress is about repetition, not random bursts of energy. Imagine Netflix has a perfect Monday. Servers strong, users happy, everything works. But Tuesday through Thursday, constant crashes. Would they be called successful? Of course not, because consistency builds trust. This is how most people live. 1 productive day, then 6 wasted days. At week's end, nothing changes. You don't need a perfect day. You need a repeatable week. That is where identity is built. That is where transformation becomes permanent. The world doesn't reward what you do once. It rewards what you do consistently, week after week, without fail, without excuse, without pause. How to apply this? Build a weekly focus template. Choose 3 priorities for the entire week. Example, learn 50 English words. Upload 2 videos. Write them down. Make them visible. Treat them like sacred promises. Set weekly non-negotiables. Habits that happen no matter what. Like doctor visits. Example, 3 English listening sessions, 1 creation session, 1 weekly review. These are non-negotiable. Protect them with your full commitment. Track weekly wins, not daily perfection. Don't ask, was today perfect? Ask, did I move forward this week? Progress, even small, is victory. If you failed 2 days but won 5, that's success. Because repetition builds momentum. Weekly growth compounds into massive transformation over months. Use Sunday for planning, reflection, and reset. Ask what worked, what failed, what repeats. This weekly review separates dreamers from doers. Time doesn't care about your single perfect day. It cares about repeated weeks. You don't build a body with 1 workout. Same with fluency. You build fluency with weeks of listening, speaking, writing. You build strength with weeks of training. You build success with weeks of deep focus. Stop chasing perfect days. Start building unbreakable weeks. Stack powerful weeks silently, relentlessly. That is how you win your life completely. Tip 8. Time blocking. Give every hour a job. Here's the hard truth. If you don't assign your hour a role, distraction will steal it. Most people walk into their day with hope, not a plan. They say, maybe I'll work, maybe I'll read, let's see what happens. But without structure, the day disappears. Energy fades, clarity collapses. Why? Because they never gave their hours a purpose. Chaos fills the space. Imagine a company with no roles, no meetings, no goals. Everyone does whatever feels right. That company collapses quickly. That's your life without time blocking. Successful people don't live by accident. They live on purpose. They give every hour a clear job. Each block becomes an employee of dreams. Time blocking means you don't hope to finish tasks. You assign tasks to hours. Just like a manager assigns jobs to workers with clarity. How to apply this? Break your day into blocks. Example, 7 a.m. morning routine, 8 a.m. deep work, 10 a.m. break, 10:30 a.m. second task. Continue with 12 p.m. lunch without screens, 1 p.m. low energy tasks, 3 p.m. study or English practice, 4 p.m. meetings, 6 p.m. relax, 8 p.m. plan. Adjust to your life. Even 3 or 4 blocks can transform productivity. Protect your deep work blocks like gold. These blocks build your future. Deep work means learning new skills, building content, practicing English, or pursuing your dream projects. No phones, no notifications, no interruptions allowed. Create buffer blocks for chaos. Life isn't perfect. Unexpected calls, emergencies, tasks will appear. Flexible blocks absorb chaos without destroying the plan. Use alarms or calendars to switch tasks. When the time ends, stop and move. This discipline creates rhythm. Rhythm builds focus and momentum. End with a shutdown block. Review the day. List tomorrow's top 3 jobs. Close devices. Calm the brain. Then rest without guilt or stress. Time blocking is not prison. It is freedom. Without structure, hours attack you. With structure, hours protect you. You don't need more time. You need more control of the hours already in your hand. Time blocking transforms drifting into direction. That is how success is built daily. Tip 9. Set distraction time, not zero distraction. Let's be real. Nobody can work 10 hours straight without distraction. The brain needs breaks. You will scroll, you will message, you will want entertainment. The problem isn't distraction itself. The problem is unplanned, uncontrolled distraction. Most people fight distraction with willpower. They say, I won't touch my phone today, no YouTube today, no scrolling today, and they always fail. Why? Because when you deny your brain any reward, it rebels, it hunts for pleasure, and when it breaks badly with guilt. 3 hours later, you find yourself binge-watching, scrolling endlessly, snacking, feeling weak, and ashamed. Not weak, just untrained in managing reward. Smarter approach. Plan distraction windows. Example, I'll work 2 hours with deep focus. Then at 4 p.m., I'll scroll guilt-free for 20 minutes. Now your brain relaxes. It obeys the routine because it trusts reward is coming. Distraction becomes controlled, a tool, not a destroyer. Think of a restless dog. If never walked, it breaks things, barks, and rebels. But if walked daily at 5, it calms down immediately. That's your brain. It doesn't want freedom all day. It wants predictable breaks. Then it works harder between them. Reward fuels discipline long-term. How to apply this? Choose distraction blocks. Example, 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m., 4 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. After 7 p.m., free scrolling. Announce it clearly. Say, "This is my free time. I earned it." Ritual builds trust. The brain respects boundaries when spoken with clarity. Don't break the boundary. When the block ends, stop. Return to focus. Use an alarm if necessary. Teach your brain that reward has limits. If you fail, don't punish yourself. Reset. This is design, not perfection. Distraction isn't the enemy. Unplanned distraction is. Control it wisely. When you plan distraction, you work harder, rest guilt-free, feel balanced, and build a focus system that lasts for decades, not just days. Tip 10, the 80-20 rule. Focus on the few things that truly matter. This principle transformed leaders, millionaires, creators, and achievers. Not everything matters equally. 80% of results come from 20% of actions. The rest is noise, busyness, fake productivity, clutter. Example: a business sells 10 products. 2 products bring 80% of revenue. Smart entrepreneurs stop wasting time promoting the rest. They double down. This is what you must do with life. Brutal truth. Most people are busy, not effective. They chase 100 tasks, none truly meaningful. They write endless to-do lists, clean inboxes, attend meetings, watch productivity content, reply instantly, help others but neglect their own destiny. At day's end, they feel exhausted yet unchanged. Why? Because their energy went to the 80% that doesn't matter. Busyness without progress. How to apply this? Ask. What 20% of actions create 80% of results? Be honest. Cut ruthlessly. Double down on what works. Example: English fluency. Maybe listening and speaking bring 80% of growth. Stop downloading endless lists. Invest in listening, speaking, repeating, practicing every day. Example: content creation. Maybe 20% of videos bring 80% of views. Focus on those styles. Don't waste energy on content nobody wants. Example: career. Maybe 20% of skills generate 80% of income. Sharpen those skills. Delegate or delete the low-impact work. Make a stop-doing list. Eliminate replying instantly. Checking notifications every 10 minutes. Reading pointless news. Saying yes to draining tasks. Double down on the winners. Once you identify your 20%, make them non-negotiable. Track them. Scale them. Repeat them. That's real leverage. Review weekly. Ask what gave me the most progress. Write it down. Repeat next week. Ignore the rest. This is ruthless clarity in action. You don't need more hours. You need sharper focus on fewer things. You don't win by doing everything. You win by doing what matters most. This is the secret mindset of high performers. Adopt it, and your time will never be wasted again. That is the true power of 80-20. Tip 11. Measure your time like you measure money. When was the last time you tracked your time the way you tracked every dollar? You know exactly how much money sits in your wallet. You check your bank balance. You track every bill. You protect your savings carefully. But your time? You don't track it. You say the day flew by. You say I was busy but achieved nothing. That is tragedy, because time is more valuable than money. Lose money. You can earn it again. Lose an hour. It vanishes forever. Time once lost never returns. Imagine receiving $86,400 in your account daily. But at midnight, the entire balance disappears. Would you waste it carelessly or invest wisely? That is exactly what happens with time. You get 86,400 seconds every single day. Use them or lose them forever. No storage, no rollover. The mindset shift. Stop treating time as unlimited. Start treating it like your most precious currency. You are not spending time. You are investing. Like any investment, If you don't track it, you lose it. Treat time as your most expensive asset. Guard it like your dreams. How to apply this? Do a time audit for 2 days. Track every 30 minutes. Example, 9 a.m. Instagram, 9:30 a.m. emails, 10:15 a.m. study. After 48 hours, step back. Where is time leaking? Which activities drain energy? Which bring value? Honest data shatters illusions completely. Rate each activity with ROI. High ROI equals skill, progress, growth. Medium ROI equals neutral necessity. Low ROI equals distraction and junk food. This teaches your brain to see time as value, not minutes. Next step, create a time budget, like a money budget, with allocations. Example, 10 hours weekly for English learning, 6 for health, 3 for deep reading, 7 for creative work, 5 for family and fun. Add 2 hours of distraction deliberately. Now you have structure, not chaos. Just like budgeting money, budgeting time transforms lifestyle permanently. Review your weekly time statement. Ask, where did my hours go? Which hours gave the highest return? Which must be cut ruthlessly? Adjust weekly. Stop saying I don't have time. Start saying I didn't manage my time well, but I will now. Language shapes responsibility. Responsibility shapes future. Every wasted minute is not just lost. It is stolen from the future version of you. Guard your hours as carefully as you guard dreams. Tip 12. Design your environment. Not just your calendar. Sometimes your failure is not your discipline. Sometimes your environment is the hidden enemy. You planned everything. You wrote the list. You prepared to work. But then your phone buzzed. Notifications appeared. Noise filled the room instantly. Your desk was messy. Your chair uncomfortable, tabs open everywhere, people around you talking. Your focus vanished before the first action even began. Imagine trying to meditate in a nightclub. Music blasting, lights flashing, drinks spilling. No matter your motivation, the environment destroys your concentration completely. Now flip the picture. Imagine working in a clean, quiet room, a cup of tea beside you, a clear desk, calm surroundings, motivation flows. The deep truth, your brain constantly responds to invisible signals. Every object whispers an instruction. A TV says watch. A messy desk says chaos. Your bed whispers rest. Open tabs scream overwhelm. Your phone signals scroll. Without control, your environment silently controls you. You obey without noticing. How to apply this? First, create a focus zone. Not fancy, not expensive, just clean, intentional, sacred. Remove distractions. Keep only what supports work. Put your phone in another room. Use headphones for silence. Keep your workspace sacred. This is the place where your future is built. Next, fix your digital environment. Your phone is a time bomb. Turn off non-essential notifications. Move distracting apps. Use blockers during focus. Clear your desktop. Close tabs. Keep your digital world minimal. Digital clutter equals mental clutter. Peace outside builds peace inside your brain. Use friction and ease to control behavior. Make bad habits harder. Example, keep phone away. Make good habits easier. Example, book on your pillow. Want to drink water? Keep a bottle by your desk. Want to avoid late night scrolling? Remove apps after 9 p.m. Shape the environment. Don't just change goals. Change surroundings. Because systems beat willpower, and your environment is your most powerful system, silently shaping you daily. Now consider social environment. People are part of it. If those around you don't respect your goals, they will sabotage your focus unknowingly. Set boundaries. Tell them clearly, I need 2 hours for this task. Please don't interrupt me. Protect yourself. Not everyone deserves your hours. If your home is noisy, move to a library. If your room is messy, clean it. If your light is dim, brighten it. These small changes matter because you don't rise to the level of goals. You fall to the level of systems. Environment equals system. If you design a toxic environment, even strong willpower breaks. If you design a supportive environment, even weak motivation flows into productivity. Fix what you see every day. Build a space that whispers growth, focus, and victory. Every signal trains your brain, whether you notice or not. Now listen carefully. You have reached the end. You heard all 12 truths. Lessons schools never taught. Lessons society never explained honestly. But now comes the test. What will you do with this knowledge? Will you return to autopilot? Scrolling, delaying, regretting, promising tomorrow? Or will this be the moment you say enough? This time, I control time before time controls me. This time, I act without excuses. Because the world is full of people who know much but do little. Only a few act on what they know. Action is power. You now hold the tools, the systems, the mindset. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect motivation. You just need to begin today. 1 minute at a time, one decision at a time, one habit at a time, one protected hour at a time. That is mastery. Because time is not just numbers on a clock. Time is your life, and how you spend it becomes exactly who you are. So rebuild your calendar, design your space, protect your focus, start small, track your time, think clearly, work deeply, respect every hour. Don't waste another second. Your future is not waiting. It is watching, asking. Will you rise or will you scroll? The choice is now. If this message touched you, share it. Let someone else change too. Subscribe and stay. Let's grow together. Let's master time together now. Always remember, the way you manage your time is the way you manage your life. So let us make it count today, not tomorrow. But before you leave, let me give you one final reflection, because knowing 12 tips is not enough. Application decides everything in life. Think of a seed. You can hold it in your hand forever, but unless you plant it, water it, protect it, nothing grows. Knowledge is seed. These 12 truths are your seeds. Each one has power to change your days, but only planted daily will they grow into transformation. So ask yourself right now, which seed will I plant today? Will I begin with clarity? Will I track time? Will I protect my focus? You don't need to use all 12 at once. Choose one. Apply it until it becomes habit. Then add another. Build momentum gradually. Because transformation is not a one-day miracle. It is a daily practice. Habits stack. Choices accumulate. Weeks compound. Your future is built slowly. The tragedy is not ignorance. The tragedy is knowing and not acting. Watching wisdom pass by without using it. That is slow spiritual death. So don't let this video be just another moment of entertainment. Let it become the spark of our action. Begin with something today immediately. For example, track your attention today. Write where every hour goes. At night, review honestly. That one action can already shift your awareness. Or choose clarity. Write 3 core tasks tonight for tomorrow. Wake up already knowing your blueprint. That one change can save you hours. Or apply the 2-minute rule. Look around. See one small task undone. Finish it now. Feel the mental weight dissolve instantly. Freedom returns. The truth is simple. Your destiny is hidden inside your daily hours. Guard them, shape them, and your destiny becomes unstoppable, inevitable, powerful. Remember, time never apologizes for leaving. It never asks permission to pass. It flows silently. Whether you use it or waste it carelessly. So live with urgency, but not with panic. Urgency means valuing each moment. Panic means fearing loss. Choose urgency. Live awake, not asleep. Some people wait for New Year, for Monday, for someday, but someday is not a day of the week. Someday never arrives. Only today matters. That is why this message came to you now, not by accident. You were meant to hear it today. Destiny arranged this reminder for you. So stand up, close distractions, write your North Star, block your time, design your environment, begin living as if every hour matters truly, because it does. Every hour is a brick in your future. Weak bricks create cracks. Strong bricks create castles. What kind of future will you build? Don't compare yourself to others. Don't chase their schedules. You only need to master your hours, your energy, your focus. That is your battlefield. Victory doesn't come from controlling the world. Victory comes from controlling yourself. And control begins with how you spend your daily hours. Imagine 1 year from now, if you apply even half of these truths, your life will not look the same. You will be transformed completely. Your English will be stronger, your focus sharper, your health better, your work more impactful, your relationships deeper, your future more respected. But imagine the opposite. Imagine ignoring everything, continuing autopilot, distractions, procrastination, excuses. 1 year later, nothing changes, maybe things get worse. That choice is in your hands now, and it begins with one action, not tomorrow, not later, now. What will you choose in this moment? So write in the comments your one decision today, share it publicly, declare it. Because words spoken create accountability. Accountability creates change. If this message touched you, share it with a friend. Don't keep transformation alone. Spread it. Because shared wisdom multiplies impact everywhere. And if you want more, subscribe. Not for numbers, but because this channel is your ally. Each video, another seed, another tool, another weapon. Stay with us. Grow with us. Let's build weeks, not just days. Let's build systems, not excuses. Let's build futures we truly respect. Always remember, time is not just measured in hours. It is measured in choices. And your choices shape the destiny your future self must live. So choose well. Choose now. Because time is already moving. The question is simple. Will you move with it, or will you stay behind?